Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel of E&A Day2Day. I wanted to give a much needed update of what has gone on since surgery on February 24th, 2021. So I will tell you that it has been a long process, but a well worth it process. I got home from the hospital and I never knew what type of process I'd have to go through to change myself. I wanted to just say, going by the look of me since the last video, you can tell that I've lost weight, and I will get into an update about my weight loss and what my body shape is and what I look like. But for now, I just wanted to give you a quick update of what has gone on. So when you get home from the hospital after having bariatric surgery, you go through processes and stages of eating habits. The first stage is liquid. So you go through and eat anything that is liquid base only. And you do this for 2 weeks. Well, at least that's what I was advised, is 2 weeks on liquid. So I did that, and I was taking my medication the same way that I would with applesauce. And you don't mix your liquid and food, they tell you, but for 2 weeks your food is liquid. So that process was a little bit easier. But I wanted to say that it was very bland. The liquid diet is very, very bland on that stage. The next process is the puree stage. The puree stage opens up a lot more opportunity for you to eat and what you can eat. So I was very happy when I moved to that stage because the texture and the taste were a lot different. I feel that at that time frame, that was also 2 weeks worth of being on puree. And I felt better. I felt a lot more energy and a lot more self-esteem because I knew that the process was going the way I wanted and everything was going great. That process took 2 weeks, like I said, and it was a challenge. It was a challenge of every stage that I've gone through, but it was a challenge at that time because I couldn't eat what I wanted, which at that time was mostly wanting to have something to crunch, and I couldn't have something to crunch, and it was just very hard to deal with, but I managed it. The next stage was a little bit scary because they didn't have a time frame to give me, and it was based on me and my eating habits and what I was able to try. That was scary going on my own, but we all know that it has to be up to you. So that is the SemiSolid stage. SemiSolid stage opened up a wide variety of foods to eat and made me very happy and confident that I could actually do it. I could actually go and make something, but I had to be careful to make sure that it was in the same texture and consistency that they were asking for, which wasn't a applesauce texture like consistency anymore. It was more being careful that my pouch could understand the food so that nothing bad would happen. And by bad I mean throw up or have it stuck right here in the chest. That's the worst place to get any sort of feeling of food to stay, and it not being digested properly. That stage I took out and did 2 weeks. I decided to do the 2 weeks on it just to make sure that I was giving my pouch enough time to adjust to the differences. Then when you move into the final stage, which is solids, I can tell you, is scary. You don't know when to start, you feel hesitant, you don't want to go and start it, but you do. You eventually get to a point where you're like, I'm tired of this consistency, and you want to have regular food. So that process took me 2 weeks, very slowly processed. So each stage, as I stated, took 2 weeks for myself. Everybody is different. Not everybody is going to go through each stage the same. And so that's in regards to the food update and what has gone on since then. As you can tell by looking at me, just a little bit of a upper body look, I have changed. I have lost quite a substantial amount of weight in the time frame that they've allotted for me. And I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy. I've got a lot more confidence. I have a lot more self-esteem. I have more energy to be able to go out and do exercising 3 times a week, as I've been doing. I have enjoyed many opportunities with my husband and my kids, and we have basically made life a lot more easier for me. So, where do I go from here? Well, I will do an update of clothing. That is going to be something that is very exciting to share. I have dropped from a 2XL, 2 to 3XL, depending on clothing, the size and the shape sort of thing of the clothing, down to an extra large so far. And I'm 3 months out. So 3 months post-op, and that's where I am at. I'm very excited. I feel this time I've lost more inches than weight, and I will do the everlasting weighting that everybody has wanted to know. So I have lost a total so far of 55 pounds in 3 months. It's exciting, it's adventurous, and I can't wait for the next start. The start of a new venture more that has to wait for me. What else can I say? I will tell you, I had challenges that not very many people would think that would happen, but it did. I've had a bleeding bowel when I was in the hospital. That was scary. Bleeding bowel is something that is not common to happen, but it did. I overcame that challenge and was met by another very TMI challenge, which is a dumping syndrome. So I will say to people out there, if you want to learn to exercise again after not exercising for quite some time, be gentle with yourself. I decided after almost 2 weeks, I think it was about 2 weeks after I came out home from the hospital, to take a long walk. That walk, my body was not ready for, but my mind was. And I ended up with dumping syndrome. Gross and TMI, but I had to share it. Take things slow. They tell you this for a reason, to take things slow. Other than that, told you my update for my weight loss. 55 pounds gone forever. And my body changes are coming up next. So other than that, I hope everybody has a great weekend. Enjoy this time in this beautiful weather that we're having, or at least here in Canada we're having. And I hope everybody takes care, stay safe, and be kind to others. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.